Welcome to Loving God and Loving Life. We're in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, whereas the theme is Paul's rule for life. Here's one of the only places, I think it's the only place I can find in the entire Bible where the exact same words are repeated 3 times in a row. And Paul says that this is my rule for all the churches. In other words, not just you, Corinth, all of the churches that he had established. Paul felt like he had stumbled upon something so profound that he would leave all of the churches with this one rule. And I wish I had time to read it all and explain it, but here it is in a nutshell. His rule was to assume God's involvement in details that you had nothing, you weren't praying for long before you ever got saved, long before you were ever asking God to be involved in your marriage, in your work, in your upbringing. Quit assuming life is random, is what Paul says. His rule is this. Quit assuming life is random and start the opposite, realizing that God is ordering affairs. God is setting life. Life is God's growth track. God is bringing life right up to your door, and your circumstances aren't random. They're the very direction of God, and it's how you respond to those circumstances that end up dictating the end result of your life. This is what he set up. Again, you have to realize that Paul spent a short time in so many of these places. He spent a short time there, and he didn't feel like, man, I don't have time to share everything, but if I can get them to understand this one thing, God is driving his plan, his growth track right up to your door. It's called your life. Respond to every circumstance that comes to you in life as though it were ordained by God himself. That's his rule. Respond in faith, do the next right thing, and you're going to end up experiencing the very grace of God. And if you're doing that, you know what? You're going to find that God's going to directing you to people. Supernaturally, you're going to be in the right place at the right time with the right people. That's why we pray that prayer every day, because it makes life exciting. God, send us one person today to share your love with. Don't ever forget it. Serving God and loving God, it's the only way to end up with a life that you love.